Hello there, my name is Malika and I love to talk about movies, and today we're talking about one of those movies that instantly became a classic because it was done so well. This movie is so fun and it's so very unique, and the characters are very, very memorable. The movie is basically about this evil force that is coming to Earth, and you have to have the fifth element in this weapon in order to defeat it. Now, the fifth element, of course, is a woman. She is this perfect being. She's an ultra warrior, and you have to have these stones also for wind, fire, earth, and water. You put them all together, and it makes a super weapon to destroy evil. Now, at the beginning of the movie, both the stones and the fifth element had to be removed from Earth in order to keep it safe from evil. And the movie kind of starts several hundred years later. At this time, the stones have been placed in a secret location, and Zorg, this super interesting character, is kind of an arms dealer, and he's looking for the stones and the fifth element to give to evil. Now, in this movie, evil is just this huge ball of lava, kind of, that has its own personality and mind. It's just a super ball of evil, basically. Now, Zorg is working with these alien guys, and they're kind of bumbling fools a little bit, but they're very aggressive, so it's the perfect combination for an evil guy with a bunch of evil warrior guys. And they retrieve this box that's supposed to have the stones in it, but the stones aren't in there. Now, in the process of them getting the stones, they had blown up that ship, so part of the fifth element was completely blown to smithereens. The Earth government got a hold of just the hand of the fifth element and was able to recreate her whole body with this new technology, and she escapes from them. And that's where the movie kind of begins, because she runs into Bruce Willis's character, Corbin Dallas. He is this ex-military guy who is now a cab driver, and she literally falls into his taxi cab. Of course, the taxi cab is a flying taxi cab in this movie. It's very sci-fi, very futuristic. She doesn't speak English at this time, so she's trying to communicate with him that she needs help, and she needs to get to this priest who can help her save the planet from evil. Now, there are so many funny parts in this movie that I couldn't possibly describe them all, but the characters are all so unique and just funny. Also, the costume design in this movie was really, really incredible. This is one of the movies that if you don't watch it, you are sorely missing out on something very, very incredible. So after helping the fifth element, named Lelu, get to this priest, they find out that the stones are going to be on Floston Paradise, and there's a lot of stuff going on at this time, at this location. So the government actually sends him through a fake contest or something. He won tickets to this thing, and they want Corbin Dallas to go get it. But Corbin is also helping the fifth element go get it, and the priest is trying to go get them as well. So there's all these people that are trying to get to the same place, also Zorg, and also those warriors. Everybody's trying to get to this one place, because everybody knows that's kind of where the stones are, even though they don't know exactly where they are at this place. So after a lot of confusion on who's actually going in and how they're getting in, Corbin and Lelu arrive at this place. Now, there's this big concert going on, and the diva is singing there, which is why it's so busy at this time, and you had to actually win tickets in order to go. Lelu goes off to kind of meet up with her, but runs into Zorg, and Corbin has to go with, because he won this contest, he has to go with Ruby Rod. Now, this is Chris Tucker. This is peak Chris Tucker performance. He is incredibly funny, and the character he makes out of this radio DJ is so freaking funny and so out there. They're wearing this crazy costume. It's kind of like a bodysuit, and then it's got this floral design on the back. I mean, it's totally out there outfits, and his character is very out there. So Corbin's having to hang out with this super crazy, over-the-top guy, and Corbin's just like, I can't even describe the relationship between those two. It's just hilarious. Now, they actually had to go to the concert where the diva is singing, and that's around the time when the warriors start blowing stuff up, and Lelu has gotten hurt, and the diva actually gets shot in the stomach. Now, Corbin knows the diva knows where the stones are, so he's trying to ask her. She says they're in me. So he reaches into her stomach, and that's where these stones are. These like cylinder stones are inside of her. Now, him and Ruby Rod are dealing with these warrior, and Ruby, oh my gosh, I can't even describe how funny it is. Ruby is doing these very high-pitched screams anytime anything happens, and he's kind of a wuss, sort of. He's just not a warrior. And then there's Corbin Dallas, who was ex-military, trying to keep this guy safe. It is such a funny dynamic. Now, another thing that the diva says to Corbin Dallas before she passes is that Lelu needs love. Although she's this warrior and she's the ultimate weapon and this perfect being, she needs love. And one of the things that she was doing to learn the language was go through each letter and learn a whole bunch of things. And she had gotten to W, which is war. So of course in this movie they make this big deal about violence and how terrible humans are to each other and completely ignore kind of all the good things. So now she's hurt and injured. They have the stones. They get her back to this area where they can start the weapon. But she's like, why would I save humanity if it's so evil? And he has to tell her, because I love you. It's that sappy Hollywood trope, but it is done so well. It is such a cute movie. Cute isn't even the right word. It's an incredible movie that you cannot miss. So definitely go see The Fifth Element or buy the movie, whatever you want to do. You can actually buy the movie through the description. In fact, I haven't done this before, but there should be a little shopping button where you can actually buy The Fifth Element, and this will be the perfect opportunity for you to watch this movie. Or you can be like me and rent it from the library. Trust me, your local library has more than you'd imagine. Anyways, you may like this movie. I highly doubt that you would not like this movie. No matter what kind of movie you're into, you will probably like this movie. But I do hope that you enjoy these Movie Chat Mondays, and I hope to see you next Monday. Bye.